Hey, radio friends from all over the world. Goedemiddag, good evening, bon dia. Thank you for tuning in. And get your daily dose of encouragement on Maasbach Radio. Today we're talking to one of Maasbach Radio's favorites. It is the artist behind hit songs that you love, like Victory Belongs to Jesus and Your Great Name. Of course, I'm talking about TODD DULANEY. Hey, Todd, where are you calling from?
Hey. Oh, all the way from America, Chicago to be specific, is my home.
Well, thank you for joining us in The Hague, Netherlands. And I see what you got going on there, Mr. TODD DULANEY. I see billboard, I see jersey, I see shoes. So I guess that's a little piece of the bio of TODD DULANEY, huh?
Yeah, this is my office. I'm in my home office. And so the designer came up with this concept in my office, and she killed it, but I had to give up like 10 pair of shoes to make this shoe wall behind me. So I wanted to make sure that they were fresh and make sure, so I got Jordans, I got some ones, I got a little bit of everything back there Nike wise.
Those are the ones that made the cut to be on the wall.
Yes.
Okay, so TODD DULANEY, you have been bringing us hit after hit for many years already. And still, I read in your bio, it says, it's not just what's hot, but it's what delivers, what heals, what restores, music that God inhabits. I thought that was so powerful. And I'm wondering, why did you choose that statement to describe your brand, your music?
Yeah, so when I first started out at this thing, I made a promise to God that I would do it His way. And I believe it's the reason why I've been able to be successful, is because I promised Him that I would make music not for people to celebrate me, but for people to actually get free. And as long as I stuck to that recipe, He would take care of me and I wouldn't have to worry about a thing. And he's been a man of His word. And because of it, the world sings these songs and we travel the world, and I never have to think about finances. I really believe it's because I stayed true to the covenant and the promise that both He and I made to each other about the music.
Wow, that's powerful. I believe a lot of artists actually start off like that, but when the success comes, we read that in the Bible so many times as well, that that can be shaken. What would your advice be to people that are struggling with that, or maybe that have set their hearts to do that? What would your advice be?
Well, just to be honest, it gets harder and harder each level that you go. Like you can't, I don't deny that. If being successful and remaining at the feet of Jesus was easy, everybody would do it.
Right.
The more stuff that God blesses you with, the easier it is for you to get distracted and to become consumed with the stuff. And so what I would tell people is just at any moment, at any time, rededicate your promise.
Wow.
You can stop right on the dime and say, you know what, I've gotten a little bit off track here, but because God is a father, you just got to imagine it just like the prodigal son returning home. They put a robe on him right away. It wasn't like, oh, you got to work for this. You got to, you messed up. No, the father is like, oh, he turned back to me. That's all I need. Get the robe on him, get his ring, let's party. And that's exactly, and we all have to do it from time to time. And I have to do that even myself. You know what I'm saying? I get outside of God's will because He blesses me so much. So I get caught sometimes looking at the stuff, and then I have to reimagine everything and get focused back on Him so that we can continue on the journey that He promised me.
So good. It actually makes me think of that one moment in the month, we do it once a month, of Holy Communion. And our pastor asked us, search your heart, ask the Holy Spirit to search your heart and see if there's anything you need to make right. And maybe that's a good moment. If you're listening to Maasbach Radio right now, that's a good moment to just take this moment with the Lord and say, okay, Lord, search my heart. Is there something that I need to rededicate myself in? That's excellent advice to focus on that. Thank you so much for sharing that, Todd.